Going on, everybody? It's PapaStones coming back with another video. This is the draft day recap and results. So we had a draft today, ended up winning, went 3-0. I played against a Leia Blue, a Boba Green, and a Sabine. And I don't, what was the Sabine's other color? Sabine Blue, I think. Yeah. So we're just going to jump right into the list I won with and do a little talking about it. So these are the three leaders I had. I ended up drafting for Jyn based on what I was given. So we went Jyn and we went Jyn Green because this is the second time in a row I've drafted green yellow. I just think green yellow is really strong and easy to pick up with the lower rarity cards. So that generally gets pulled towards it in a sense. Like one of these colors is almost always being played by me. But if I'm getting lucky and getting better options, I'll definitely stray. But this is what I was dealt with basically. So let me get into the list. I got two Greedo. It wasn't the best list. I also want to throw that out there. There's a few out of aspects. There was a lot of people, like said, there was a Boba Green, and then Leia was also taking greens, something like that. Those are for sure, and then I don't know about anybody else, but yeah, so there's that. One Alliance Dispatcher. This card was actually really solid. It allowed me to play some of my fours pretty early, so I liked that. The one Disarm wasn't great. It did come up once though, where I just got to give something -4, and it couldn't do anything to my board, and I got to reestablish kind of thing. Then one Confiscate in the main. Filler. Not really. Like, I just needed playables to make 30. So that's in there. In 2 costs, we had a Loyal Insurgent. Never had the Wind Blade effect happen, but 3-2 body. One Yularen actually healed me quite a bit against the Sabine matchup, so that was nice, because I do have a decent amount of green. So this card is actually real solid. Asteroid Sanctuary was good. Gave stuff shields. I have some decent sized 2 and 3s that are worth keeping around. And I could also technically get them bigger with these two. I had Academy Training and a Hardpoint Heavy Blaster. Yeah, I kind of got some scraps, to be honest, here and there, but these were playable enough. The first game I played against the Boba player, they had a bunch of random things coming in space, and I slapped this on a Starviver, so it's a 5/5, and it could deal 2 damage just over and over, and then another +2/+2 is alright, but this one's a little more situational, but it is better. 3 costs, we had 1 Rogue Operative. Saboteur was crazy. The raid was alright, but being able to dodge Sentinel was good. 1 Echo-based Defender. Self-explanatory, 4/3 Sentinel. I'm playing Heroism yellow-green, so grab that up. 1 Star Viper. Card was good. It was my best space unit. Oh, you can see the dog back there perusing around past all my random shit on the ground. Yeah, card was good. And then 1 Akbar. It didn't do too much. I only saw it 1 game out of, I think I played 7 total. No, 6. I lied. I 2-0'd everybody. Played it 1 game out of 6. The only time I saw it, so that kind of feels crazy, but whatever. 1 Waylay. One of the best reasons to play yellow. They have the cheap removal. It's not like destroy or anything, but bounce back to hand might as well be. Lets you reestablish tempo. 1 Outmaneuver. Never played it. Sucked. Resourced it a few times, but kind of just filler. 1 Strike True. Decent card. It's pretty good. It does damage to something, so if you have something established, it can help you out. But It's not the best removal, but it is removal in a sense, so it's playable. 4 costs, we had Frontier ATRT. Never played it. Um, it could be okay, I guess. It's 3/5, but never played it. 2 Marine Guards. Card's cool. Saw a couple of these early, and then I was kind of like, yeah, I'll probably play yellow with whatever I play. And then my first pick was a yellow-white card because it's good. And then I kind of from there was like, all right, I guess I'm sticking Jyn. 2 Oztec Gunship. Card's crazy in draft. Another good reason why I went yellow-white. Ambush 3/4 space. And then there was multiple times with the Alliance Dispatcher I played that on 1, and then I tapped it down, played this on turn 2, technically 3 resources, and ran something over, so that was cool. And then 1 Escort Skiff. Ambush is king in draft, always will be, I think, unless things change, but yeah, good card. 5 costs, 1 Chewbacca. Actually got a lot of value when I played it. It felt solid, to be frank. Yeah, like I played it out, and then, people would just be like, oh, well, I have to deal with it, and then I'd attack into it after I'd already attacked, so I'd get a swing again. It actually felt pretty solid. Syndicate Lackeys. Sambush 5/4. Great card. Draft slam dunk. Against the Sabine player, they flipped their Sabine, had it for 1 turn, I ambushed it, and it was pretty much wraps from there. Then Steadfast, never actually played it. There was a time or two I thought about it, but it just never really came up. There's other cards, there's other cards I would have rather played here and there, but yeah, it was an option. 1 Lando. This was the first card I picked up. It was Hyperspace, and it was technically the best card in the pack, so yeah, I went with it. It's good. It panned out pretty well. 6 resources, or 7 sometimes, and I'd return something else. And this is technically my highest cost card, but I had to play 3 totally out of aspect because that was all I had. That was in aspect, that was playable. So my out of aspect, so my 7 costs, I played a Zeb because I figured if I needed it, it would give me some value, I guess. I didn't have much better. Like originally I was thinking I'd have a couple Power of the Dark Sides in my extra cards, but then I remembered I'm playing Heroism and not blue, so it would cost me 7 to play Power of the Dark Side, and I was like, no, I'll just play Zeb. And then 2 Cantina Bouncer. I actually didn't hate this one as much as I thought. I never actually played the Zeb, by the way. Sure, it would be better for 5 costs, obviously, but at 7, it didn't feel horrible the one time I did play it, because at the end of the day, it's still a waylay, right? So it's like a 7 cost waylay. Sure, it's not good, obviously, but it also gives you a 3/5 body, and if you just use it more wisely, like waylay, you can kind of burn on things that are smaller because it doesn't cost very much and doesn't feel as bad. But like, I bounced, what was it? The ATST, the 6/7, 6 cost. Like, they played that to start their turn. I played a Cantina Bouncer for 7, send it back to your hand. It's like, sure, it's not the highest value, but it's like you wasted 6, I wasted 7, but I have a 3/5 body and you have nothing to show for it. So, yeah, that was my list. Let me know what you guys think. Drafting is my personal favorite way to play the game. But, yeah, it all panned out alright. My packs weren't great. Didn't really see many legendaries. Ended up getting 3 packs for winning and a weekly play or whatever, and those had some solids in them. I think I picked up a Vigilance and an Aggression, which was crazy, but oh well, I can't complain. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Until next time, catch you in the next one. Peace.